Saturday, March 23rd, 2013, 6 p.m. Cedar Mountain, Newington, Connecticut. This is looking west on the old highway, a right-of-way, originally an old road heading from Newington towards Wethersfield all the way to Russell Road. This is looking down. If you went to the end of this, you'd come out at Mountain Road or the Children's Hospital Regional Center. That's looking east towards the Humane Society. This is about in the middle between the trail that heads towards Wetland 2 on Balf property, which Balf property is all this to the north here. Pretty much all this is the Balf property, and pretty much all this is the Marquette property. This is looking south. Okay, so this is about a couple hundred feet from the trail that goes to the peak, which is up there, up that way, and a couple hundred feet from the trail that goes towards Wetland 2, which is through the woods that way. That's a north-south trail. The interesting thing here is there seems to be an extension of Wetland 1, which is right down here, that well and springs that we found at the head of Wetland 1. It appears that's not the end of Wetland 1. Wetland 1 appears to come right up here. You can see where the snow is melted on each side. When the runoff is running a little stronger, it's pouring out of this embankment here, right off the side of the old highway, right away here. But I just discovered it continues this way, all the way up through the southeasternly path, all the way up through Marquette, up into a whole other region of small little vernal pools, and there's actually another groundwater monitoring well right at the head of this. So it's, I didn't measure it, but it's 500 feet, 600 feet, something like that from the old highway here up. There's a small little valley, between these two features of the topography, but it seems pretty, I think this one probably does dry out more often, but it's definitely flowing right now, and I'm sure historically has always flowed, and I'm sure historically it came right across this before this road was built up here, continued right down into this valley here, and continued down the mountain to the south, coming out on Mountain Road eventually. But just thought that was interesting. I would definitely call it an extension of Wetland 1, even though it disappears underground here. Some of it right now you can see is hitting this hitting the old highway path here and flowing on the path itself. But you could see little sinkholes and pockets and erosion around here, so I'm sure that a lot of it goes underground, ends up coming, I'm sure that's what's feeding that, what we call the artesian spring and well down there. It's got to be coming from this source here. Again, this is looking back up towards the Marquette property. This is the biggest red oak tree this close to the side of the trail if you're walking on the old highway. So you can't miss it. Right here is where the stream comes out. You could follow it back up, again, to the south.